We're good. Okay, guys, welcome back to the party in Eindhoven, where myself and Rick, as he joins me, having to run the behind the stages and in front of the camera now. It is the third map now.
Third map, yeah.
As we now have 2 maps to 1 map, and it is the knife round going underway. So what we'll do is we'll let the guys ring around the rosy.
I thought we actually had strike, but apparently we have city streets. I was talking to the guys, but apparently we have city streets.
City streets it will be. Granted, had some practice this morning against Insulate on this map, and this was actually the deciding map for Granted to win, to get into the grand final.
Oh yeah, that one.
So because this is where they won in overtime. Looks like we're gonna have a bit of a team swap, as it will be 5Kings on defense, Granted on attack.
Did you know?
Granted on attack beat Insulate 9-3. But
Yeah.
then again, on the same hand, Insulate went on to attack and then won 9-3.
But
So
they didn't have
really
very strong defense, so.
yeah. So I say it's all good and well you have a strong attack, but if you have a terrible defense, it's not going to work. And as professional as we are, I have now finally put the end game on. So we're good. Right, yeah, then Rick, why don't you take us away here on the first round?
I will
See what we
do,
have.
as Vado is going to be opening up onto the leader. The first frag of this map, as Niels K is going to get tagged up. Grounded are going to be opting to go towards the A side, but with a sort of split push happening. We've got blues in the middle. Potential more picks, but hello Samuel G. Blues down. Vado gonna be looking to get a return frag in, but not in a position yet to do so. We do have 2 players over at A and 2 players at B. Can they close out this round though? As Vado pulls out the deagle. Granted, slowly but surely approaching towards A as Vado rattles up that deagle shot. Samuel G with a second frag of the round. Vado coming in the back of Samuel G. 3-on-3. Is it in support? Vado getting himself another frag onto Zuma. Now Granted are gonna have this A side well under control. Saying that though, there's 1 player in archways, and he could well stop the plant. Dex darts out and actually gets away safely. Now all on to Dins, and Dins wasn't in a position to cover his teammate. He will shut down Dex now though. 1-on-1, 10 seconds left on the clock. He's gonna have to make a move for it. He's actually gonna go for a fake, and Evo is in the back. Tags up Dins. All Evo has to do, why is he even re-peeking? The time ticks away, and the round goes to 5Kings. With the nitty-gritty clutch.
On the first round. Not the way I wanted to go. Gonna follow you here with the Zuma first. First man up front. Gonna have to deal with him, and he's got to make a good call. Watch the stairs. Zuma. He takes our blues and makes his way up into mid. Vader getting the return frag though. Just watching into mid. Looks like we have got 5Kings. Into decent positions. Chara doesn't want to hang around that explosive barrel too long. Evo gets himself a frag. Delita gets himself a second one. And Granted that was so strong on attack. Now looking not so strong on defense.
As we are down to a 2-on-3. Dins did get a frag onto the leader, but Evo back onto Wizard. Dins now, again, gonna have to go clutch. This time in a 1-on-2. As Manus is just switching up the headsets. Samuel G and Evo. And we've got 1 player of the 5Kings hugging the bomb from Dins to recover. Oh! Evo missing the shot in the back! Dins nearly got the frag onto Evo as well. Now Samuel G is gonna come in the back of Evo, of Dins, sorry, and that's a nice and easy frag from Samuel G. 2-0. As both Evo and Samuel G are playing this one incredibly well. So let's pick it up with the shotgun. Samuel G in the grand final with the pump action gun. As Zuma is shutting down Dins with his grenade frag. Zuma with another frag onto Vado. They are gonna be pushing together with this catwalk with the Zuma pickup and another frag to Wizard. The leader as well to Neilskate. That's a hat-trick for Zuma. And wow, Samuel G comes around the corner, blows Blues away with the shotgun. And what a round. What an easy round for
They are having
5Kings.
way too much fun. 3 granted players are on 0 for 3. It is not looking good for them at the moment. Vader waiting at a couple of nades as tries to push his way into mid. Evo going to catch an explosion onto Wizard. That's the granted scope down. Blues making his way into mid. Doesn't look like he's going to follow too far forward with it though. Scott Vato has made some good progress into the market area. A zoom on this B site. He's got his teammate Taraji with that shotgun. Evo rips a +10 as Vato and another granted player suffer heavily. Zuma wants a deagle, lands a headshot there onto Dens. Last man standing is Blues. He's pushing up onto Dex. Gets the frag, not enough. Evo finishes him off 0 for 4, which is reminiscent of 2 granted players' score lines. And we have a timeout.
Not surprising. I mean, Niels K and Wizards still have yet to get a frag. Still have yet to find their game in this third map of the grand final.
And yet we have Evo, who's yet to die.
Yeah.
And,
I mean,
he's just playing brilliantly so far.
wow.
So even though a bit of a close map, the first one, second one not so much, third one is right now, it's swaying towards 5Kings. And if they win this, then they'll only need one more map.
No.
No, that's it.
Over.
They win.
Yeah,
All right.
and
Okay,
they
cool.
get that €1,000.
They get their prizes and their ante cases. I believe is the prize that they will receive. And I just noticed it does say Rickson Tiggs at the bottom. It is not. It is Rickson Menace. If you guys want to follow us, just type exclamation mark casters in chat. If you're watching this on the VOD, I apologize. Read the description. Taking it back here, it is now the 5th round. I mean, it was a pretty quick timeout. I'm not really sure what they would have been able to speak about in such a short amount of time.
Well, you never know, maybe just to stop the momentum of 5Kings. Perhaps that's the thing you want to do. As no opening for X of yet, we do see Blues together with Dins for a quick market push. And we've got to do the in-game, but we're here.
Professionals.
Dear me. Blues is going to be looking around the corner. There's 2 players there. And the leader actually getting the better of him. Fado though, with the return frag onto the leader. We still have 1 player on top of that arch in the form of Evo. Will drop Fado. Samuel G onto Wizard. And wow, Evo just sitting on top of that arch. He doesn't even care. Tex onto Niels K. All in hands of Dins. And Dins is gonna have to go big once more in a 1-on-3. And the bomb is not near him. And he knows Evo's up there, but he can't get the frag. Dex will close it out. 5-0. And Evo still yet to die.
Nilsk and Wiz yet to get kills. This is unlike them. Right, let's give Wiz some love. Let's see what he's up to. Going to be lining up, going scopes towards the A side. Looks like we've got a full dedicated A push from Granted. Turret opens up onto Blues. Vato with a return frag onto Turret though, as they keep pushing in towards this A site. Wiz is keen to get his first frag. Nielsk finally gets his first one of the game. Dins with a frag of his own, or 2 frags of his own as Evo and Dex both drop. And now it is all on Azuma. SMG in hand, it's quite a big ask, although then again, losing the first round isn't all that bad, is it?
No, but still, 5-1 and a timeout. Wow.
We lost the round.
We lost the round.
Oh, quickly, timeout, we need strats. Vato agreeing with us that this is a bit confusing as to why would 5Kings want to call a timeout, but yeah, looks like they are. Wiz still 0 for 5 at the moment, even though they did actually win a round.
Yeah, I mean, 5Kings, like, they just did, I think they just wanted to win 13-0.
I think they just wanted to use their timeout at the half. They've all been so
Why not?
distraught after losing a single round.
I think Evo was just like, oh, guys, I died. I need a timeout.
It's gone full emo. And just can't, guys. I don't want to play anymore, please.
Well, let's see if Granted can keep up with the 5Kings score. as a lot of players are going towards the mid side. Perhaps we're gonna see a B push coming out. We will, as Dins is leading the charge with the package. Gonna check out the nade. And yeah, I've got a player from 5Kings on catwalk in the form of the leader picking up Dins. Evo goes down to Blues. Now, granted, are in the advantage with a man up. Never mind that. Zuma is finding Niels K. Vado onto the leader. Seems like Granted keep that advantage with Uzuma just left up alive against 3 members of Granted. Will he be able to stop the bomb plant though? He's in market and he's not looking at the right direction. Blues is sitting right next to him and still no bomb plant yet. They're just not convinced they know where Uzuma is. The plant goes down on B right now.
Explosives planted.
As Uzuma begins his assault, but he's got a player right. And that's Blues 5-2. And Granted do seem to be taking some rounds back.
I was about to say, like, it is 2 rounds stringing them back to back. It's good. We're still yet to get a frag, but looks like his team is picking up what he is lacking at the moment. Nade going out towards mid. He's going to fall back once again. Having a look at Azuma, looks like he's pushing towards the A side with an SMG. Nade going out towards mid. I believe that's going to land towards mid stairs. Not going to connect with anyone, unfortunately. As I believe Granted are making their way over towards B. Deleter with SMG in hand has heard that there is a player in B arch. And he's got to be careful that there is a player behind him. It is Vato who's taking him out. And now Wiz with the scope in hand, bottom of the street, is going to try and find his counterpart Dex. Does find him, comes out on top, and it is all up to Zuma. And I feel we're saying this a lot. Zuma's lost left alive quite a few times. 1 versus 5 at the moment is going to be a bit difficult for him to claim this round back. And has taken out 2 players so far. Bomb is down. He hasn't got much time to work with at the moment, so he's got to be very careful. But his next few moves, if he wants to try and pull this one off. Takes out the Deagle, gets spotted in arch. Dins finishes him off. 3-5 is the scoreline. And now, I mean, this is getting a bit worrying for 5Kings. 3 rounds in a row.
Yeah, and they've already used that timeout for this half, so can't stop it now. As the Granted push towards B seems to be working, and Wizard connects a shot with Samuel G. Dexter in reply onto Blues. You've got Uzuma sneaking around catwalk as Evo will get a frag. Uzuma drops Wizard. Vado down onto the leader. Uzuma nearly getting that Deagle connection onto Vado. Just can't finish him off just yet. Gonna call it out to his teammates though to help him. Dex will shut down Vado. All in hands of Dins. Sitting on A. Doesn't yet pick up the bomb. Does want some frags, but the barrel is on fire and Evo will shut him down. With the barrel explosion, 6-3 your score, and Evo.
I already think if they get this, if 5Kings get their 7 rounds on defense, they're already going to be happy anyway.
Yeah.
But at this point, pushing for the 9-3 half, it doesn't look like they're letting up anytime soon. But you see 5Kings, Evo somehow falls to his death. We can only assume that that must have been a nade tag or something similar, and then falling into mid. That is an unpleasant way to go out. Looks like we've got a full push going on here for a full B push going on for Granted, as Blues has made his way into the arch. Sitting to defend the B side is Deleter, AK in hand, takes out one, going for a second. Niels shuts him down. Zara trying to come up with a revenge frag, gets one though, but Blues is right there to pick him off. And now we have Azuma laying in wait. 1 versus 3. Bomb yet to go down. And if anything, Azuma is actually in quite a good position to be able to prevent this bomb plant. I only hope for his sake that he doesn't get spotted. Oh, and he has been spotted. His gun must have just been peeking out. 6-4 the scoreline, as Granted with 3 members remaining take the round.
Still though, a 2-round lead for 5Kings. And Dex actually not having the scope, preferring a little bit more firepower. Slowly but surely, Granted are approaching this B side as Wizard will open up onto the lead. Gonna go for a quick sexy no scope, not gonna land though. Next B tagged up. Dins is gonna frag Zuma. Eagle from Wizard out, but can't find him. Samuel G onto Blues. Dins is gonna throw out the nade towards the upper balcony and will land onto Samuel G. Dex is gonna shut down Vado, and Granted are gonna go towards the A side with no place to contest it. Evo perhaps could stop it, but he's actually in the back now. Dex is gonna fire through the smoke and lands the tag, but no frag. Wizard will get the bomb down, and Evo in the back tags up Wizard as well. Granted players are just being tagged up, but it's just not enough. Wow, Dex actually landing the shot onto Dens, but Evo will team kill him. And now a 1-on-1, which could have been a round for 5Kings quite easy, but Wizards kind of make it a little bit more difficult for Evo to grab him, as we'll get a nice and easy frag in onto Evo. And 6-5, can you believe it? Granted, we're 5 rounds down and they just pulled it back from the brink.
But the problem is Granted need to be in the lead, because we know for a fact that their defense isn't all that good.
Perhaps, wow, shotgun, we gotta see that. We gotta see that.
And we see Turret playing around in B. Unfortunately, all the action is over at A. So I'm just going to flick over there quickly and just see what this push is like. Vader's made his way over all the way to Windows area. Gets taken out by Dex after being tagged up by his teammate. Two Granted players down as they continue the push onto B. Turret flies through the smokes but gets taken out by Blues as Niels also gets a frag of his own. Den's watching the arch, making sure that nothing tries to pick off his teammates. There is a player above him in the flower area. And the battlefield falls silent. 5Kings await Granted to make the next move. You see Den starting to push up the stairs though. He wants to go and find Dex. Dex hasn't spotted anyone just yet. Oh, there we go. Finally, Den's position has been called out. But so has Dex. And at this point, Dens is slightly pinned. He's heard the player running away, but doesn't seem to be doing anything about it. Oh wow, brilliant tracking through the wall there. Dens takes out Dex. Blues gets a frag of his own onto the leader. Last man standing is Azuma. 1 versus 3 bomb is down. He's got a mammoth task ahead of him. Play pushing up in front of him. Bomb was going to go down. Niels takes out Azuma. 6-6 is your halftime score. As we move into the second half of possibly the last map, if 5Kings play this next half correctly.
Possibly, I mean, wow. Granted, I got ahead in it too. I mean, they were so far down, and 6-6 is still good for what they had. For what they had, it's still amazing. As I want to pick it up with Evo. So he's up to. He's actually got the AK, giving the SMG to the leader, most likely. But he's still playing so aggressive with the AK in the market. Vado will shut down Samuel G. Evo checking out the nade. So the leader will pick off Blues. Now, the bomb's actually heading towards A, as Dins and Vado both chime in with 2 frags of their own. Izuma and the leader down. Dex and Evo. Dex picking up the scope again. The attacking side, which makes sense. Evo's still on the market, but Granted are just not showing their faces to them. Dexys will make his way towards the catwalk area, perhaps gonna go for a B plant. But let's see where the picks will be. As Dex did just spot a player on top arch. He was gonna rattle off those shots, but being tagged up for his trouble as Dins will down Evo, and lots of deagle frags happening. Evo and Dex are just being mopped up. 7-6 as Granted take the lead on defense.
Now it was a bit slow from 5Kings. I definitely think they need to get a bit momentum in their footwork. And we do see Blad's going to be making his way over the marketplace. No, he actually decides to ditch it, fall back, and instead just nade out Wooden. Possibly going to be getting a nade kill with that. Oh, just misses it. There's a player that went into Wooden. It was Azuma. now we see 5Kings making their way over towards B. There is a player in the clothing shop. Evo clearing out market. There is one in B arch. Deleter takes out blue. Good start from them. Was with the response onto Deleter though. We do see Evo pushing up onto mid. SMG, you would have favored him in that matchup, but Neil's coming out on top, and we'll have an extra gun to work with, especially defending the close range area that we have on city streets. Does get himself 2 quick frags as turret and Dex drop, and Iiyama's your last man standing with bomb. And he probably won't be getting much more from this. 40 seconds left to work with, and he looks like he's running over towards A. Position bit given away. He's got 2 deagles. I believe he just picked that one up out. Yeah, he's got his SMG. Traded out his silver deagle. Could find a frag towards spawn here. Heavily tags up Nielsk, but he should be able to regen rather easily. Barrel explodes behind him, makes his way over towards B. Good movement, but Dins finishes him off for a nice little hat trick in that round. And granted, extend the lead to 2-0. Oh, sorry, with 2.
Yeah, and Dins seems to be on form right now, which we like to see here, as we've seen him drop more than 30 kills on Crossfire against Interlate. So we pick it up with Dins. He's going to be walking across the market. Nice little tag, but Blue's coming up with a double kill into SamOG and the leader. Now goes down to Dex. 2-on-4, as Dex will find himself another frag onto Vado. This A side is actually open for a plant, but the rotate is coming in from Granted. Slowly but surely. Iiyama and Dex are still on market, in fact. We've got Tins coming in the back. Tins times this correctly. He's gonna be the man to mop it all up. He does spot a player in archways. Gonna pick up the AK for better range. He will shut down Dex. Wizard with the final frag onto Iiyama. 9-6, and Granted do seem to expand their lead with a 3-round advantage. Timeout has been called out from 5Kings.
Evidently so. I think they're going to be worrying a bit now as well. Dins is becoming an unstoppable force for them, and Vater and Blau are, big blows for them. I mean, Wiz and Nilska are pulling their weight to some extent, but 5Kings seem to be struggling quite a bit. Only 2 players on positive KD ratios at the moment. Now, I mean, there's nothing massively wrong with what 5Kings are doing. They seem pretty consistent with their pushes towards bomb sites. They seem to have good direction when they decide to go to a bomb site. But I mean, the way Blues and Dins have just been, wreaking havoc, breaking the attacking line the whole time. Like we saw Dins going over the middle of market last round. Even though he didn't actually cause any damage, he broke up the attack. He slowed things down. Gonna follow it here with Wiz, see if he can get himself a nice opening scope shot. Spots a player there going towards the B site. Probably going to call that to his teammates. I wonder if they expect the full B push though. Din's making his way down the fences. Blue gets a shot onto Evo. Wiz gets one onto Dex. Iiyama and Turret get reply frags. Down to a 3-on-3 as Wiz takes position at the top of the street. Turret with another one. And this is starting to look really good for 5Kings to finally claw around back in this. Deleter with a nade onto Blue, and Vato is your last man standing. Bomb goes down as there's still 3 players left for the 5Kings side. Again, playing this one pretty keen. Iiyama gets caught with one little bullet. Oh no, wow, Iiyama actually gets fully taken out. And now Vato has a very good suspicion as he makes his way towards the top of mid. And Turret finishes him off to bring the round difference back down to 2. But 5Kings still have quite a task ahead of them.
Yeah, 9-7, and yeah, like you said, 5Kings are on the attack, which they seem to be struggling just a little bit with. But he's going to be opening up into Wizard with the car explosion. 5Kings do seem to be opting to go towards the B side. The leader getting a frag onto Blues. SamOG downs Dins. Niels K finally coming alive, shutting down SamOG. But the bomb's going to go down on B. As he does find himself another frag onto Dex. Bomb being planted now by the leader. Vado, your last man. And it's going to be a hard task for him, as it is a 1-on-2. Bomb being planted for the wooden side. Doesn't even matter. The leader will shut him down. 9-8. And 5Kings are
Closing the gap.
closing the gap again.
As soon as you think one of these teams has it, they just love to prove us wrong, so much so. We've got Edazuma making their way over towards B. Late nade by Nilsk will take out Azuma though. And even now the only left SMG attacking. Makes his way into mid. There is a player now, she's got to be very careful of it. He might be able to pick this player up though. But he's looking the wrong way as he makes his way through mid. And does able to pick up the frag onto Evo. Lita was trying to get the follow-up frag, the revenge frag, but unfortunately won't happen. Din's actually staying put in that corner for quite some time before moving out. Dins takes out turret G, Dex God, and Delita, your only last two left standing. Dex has spotted a player towards the plant pod, but at this point in time, that player has no reason to peek, so I think Dex is watching that for a bit of fun. As I say that, Vader peeks out, takes off his head. Delita's your last man standing. He's got the bomb in hand, but 5 very pushy Grants players. Gets one frag, tries to go for the one, gets a second one. He's actually full planting at the moment, but as soon as this bomb plant completes, he's going to be dead. And there we go. Vader gets the final headshot onto Delita. Going to get the defuse in, and that's going to push Granted up to 10-8. But even then, I mean, the exchange of 2 rounds to 1 round, I think 5Kings can feel a bit more confident in their attacking ability.
Yeah, but still, the pressure is gonna be on for Granted actually, because they're gonna have to win still 2 more maps. This map and then the other map. And we do see a lot of nades being stacked up towards the Death Alley, as Granted do seem to be thinking 5Kings are gonna head towards B, and they're rightfully so, as Niels K is gonna shut down Samuel G. Blues with that angle on the B arch. Zuma over at mid, over at the B, sorry. As Gax will shut down Blues. Niels K with his second frag of the round. Now being dropped by Evo. A lot of pressure was on Dins, as he's being fragged by the leader, and the leader again onto Wiz. Now Fado in a 1-on-3, he can't stop the bomb plant, as the leader will plant it. And yeah, it's just not gonna happen. The leader's just too strong, and he will close out the round with a hat trick, 10-9.
Looking over at the scoreboard, we do see quite a lovely 15, 14, 13, 10 from 5Kings. Azuma being the odd one out there. Granted, on the other hand, being quite spread out over the scoreboard, if I can put it that way. 10 kill difference between the top and bottom of their team. Was missing 2 shots as the players cross over onto the bomb site. Dins has spotted someone at the corner of his eye, and he's not actually going to drop. He's waiting this one out. Turret's taken out Wiz. Delita's taken out Blue. Turret, another one onto Nielsk. And Din's just sitting between all this mess. He's the last man alive versus 5 people. Oh, gives away his position, finds 1 frag, gets himself. No, he doesn't even get the second one. 10-10, we're all equal. And Granted are going to be feeling the pressure.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, Grounded's defense wasn't the best, but it was looking promising for the first 3 rounds. Perhaps they can start to pull this one back, but again, Grounded are going to be stacking up on the B side. Still though, Nielske is actually going to go back, but there's a player in arch waits in the form of Dex. He is going to shut down Nielske, but Vado in reply of the frag, and he will pick off Dex. So Wizard is going to pick up the AK, spots a glimpse of a player of the barrel. In fact, he's actually retreating now. As wow, all these 5Kings players are just storming the top mid as Evo shuts down Wizard, but the bomb's being dropped in the market, which Blues just called out. Still though, Samuel G in the back of Fado. Nice and easy frag for him. Zuma together with Evo are gonna prevent Dins from even attempting to rotate. Toto saying Samuel G is gonna go down to Blues' SMG. So 2-on-2. This could be anyone's round. 30 seconds left. So 5Kings are gonna feel the pressure to pick up the bomb. Dins is going to be sitting in keen at the white van. Blues is gonna get shot in the back by Iiyama. Can they still go for A though? As Evo is beginning there, so they're just gonna go for the kill. As Dins walks into the crosshairs of Evo. 5Kings are taking the lead, 11-10.
Not something we expected to happen anytime soon, but it seems like 5Kings have, I wouldn't say pulled off the impossible, but pulled off a task that seemed stacked against them. Wiz watching into mid, not going to be able to find anything. Wiz is the only scope at the map at the moment as Dex has gone to AK to increase some firepower. Turret G takes out Blue. Veto with a frag onto Dex. Evo responding onto Veto. Granted, 2 players down. Oh wow, Din's dropping in from above, takes out Turret G. 2 on 3 at the moment. We do see Evo drop down. Delete is your last man standing. And he's got quite a task ahead of him. Finds Dins. He knows there's 2 players left. One's moving onto the bomb site. See if he can get the pick up first. Deagle out. Oh, but Wiz had an SMG. And finished off Deleter to bring it back to 11-11. Could we get any closer than this?
Indeed, what a game. At the grand finals of this LAN. 11-11. Both teams, especially Granted, are going to be feeling the pressure. As Dex is going to be opening up onto Vado with his scope. As, he's going to be recovering the bomb. Still left in spawn. Evo can't connect with Blues, but Salmo G will, and this B push from 5Kings is proving to be deadly once more. As Dins finds himself Salmo G, but 3 and 4 as the bombs kind of go down on B by Dex. Dins can't find Dex though, but Dex will shut down Dins. Niels K onto the leader, Evo onto Wiz, all onto Niels K. 1 on 3. 30 seconds left. He can't do it. Match point for 5Kings.
1 map point, 1 match point, and 1 grand final point. And it has all come down to this. This is the grand final point. This is playing for all the cards right now. 5Kings are on the verge of winning this tournament. And they've only got 1 round to do it before going into overtime. And I can promise you they want to avoid that at all costs. Evo pushing into mid. He hasn't cleared out Albin. Dins is sitting there as he has been doing so many rounds. And with his patience, it pays off. Gets a frag onto Evo. Iiyama getting heavily tagged up. Sneelsk falls back. Dex lands a shot onto Veto. Looks like we have... Wow, we actually have Deleter planting on A. And this is completely unexpected from 5Kings. They're not going to be... not going to be in any position to rotate quickly. Turret takes out Dins. Dex takes out Niels. Blue onto Turret. Frags flying left, right, and center. Blue is your last man standing. And he's on his own. He's tagged up. And that's going to be it. That is GG. It is all done. It is all over. There is no more. 5Kings are the party in Eindhoven champions for 2015. And they're going to be taking home first place. Second place goes to Granted. Commiserations to them. They had a stellar game. They all came all the way from the bottom brackets. They beat Interlate this morning as well.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's not like they didn't have a good run either. And I mean, to push it all the way to the 4th map was good stuff.
I mean, yeah, still very well played for Granted, but also to 5Kings, they did win on backlog 13-6 again. We've seen that scoreline from 5Kings time and time again. But this game was close.
It was close. I mean, it started with an overtime,
close.
and there was only 1 round difference in this towards the end. It's silly stuff. But that's it. It's a wrap. There's no more. There's no consolation final because that goes to Insulate, who, because it was the low bracket, came in from the bottom. The winners, the losers of the low bracket will be taking 3rd place. So we have 5Kings 1st place, Granted 2nd place, Insulate taking 3rd place, and we are done for the weekend.
Yep. 5Kings actually take away €1,000.
Yep. And their hardware prizes as well, which I believe are a couple of cases, quite nice looking cases from Ansec. So big shout out to the sponsors. If you guys want to check out any more stuff, if you want to follow us in any of our casts we're going to be doing online, please do type !casters in chat. I'm Menace. Alongside me, I've had Rick.
Yeah.
And we are signing out for the weekend. Hope you guys have enjoyed the show. Any feedback would be appreciated. Check us out on Cybergamer forums if you want to post anything there. Or again, hit us up on our social media web pages. But for now, for today, until next year, or until the next event, maybe.
Next event.
And because CoD4 will never die. It'll never die. It's It's like waiting for Half-Life 3 to come out. It's not going to happen. It's a never-ending loop. Anyways, guys, enjoy the rest of your week, and it's been stellar broadcasting this game to you guys. We'll see you soon. Goodbye.